The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And from his own end zone, Alontae Taylor will return it. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's Mon. There's Chris Olave finding space at the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Mon. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10. Mond out of the shotgun. They'll get this out to Kamara. Down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Mon, a quick throw complete. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now Cade York for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Saints defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Campbell. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. That's into the hands of Chosen. So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Falcons at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Mon now off of play action. Sliding out of the pocket. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a 1st down as well.
It's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. York now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Penny, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression. And when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads. And able to come back and find him in open space, that's a really nice play.
3rd and short, Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd down and 4. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. That one deep for London. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards.
And what a call, because they ran a triple out route. 3 guys running out routes at varying depths. And then they let an inside receiver try and sneak free and run deeper downfield, and he does. And the defense out of sorts here, and it turns into a big play.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Ritter. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Let's go.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Ritter will set up to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 2nd and 9.
Ready?
They run it again with Kamara. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They go play action here. Mon. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Zach Harrison make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than...
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
By the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mon going to throw it. He completes it to Olave.
Touchdown!
Chris Olave.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Saints are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Ritter off the play fake. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Ritter to throw it. Outright caught by Chosen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Ritter with another throw on second down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Here we go.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Falcons, nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Come on, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big. You're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Ritter. And his throw is incomplete.
Sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Black Ultra.
Mon looks to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On play action, here's Ritter. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than a normal. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Here we go, set. Shot, 17.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You always...
And he loses the football a second time. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
3rd down from the gun, it's Mon. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Ritter slides down, and he has enough for the first. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Ritter now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Ritter from the gun. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. Now it's the backup Winston. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. First down, Winston. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here we go.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Cut.
Going play action. Ritter.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Ready. 10 cycles. Set.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
At the 45-yard line.
43 rail.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. David Onyemata with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Down.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Okay, ready?
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set.
Ritter back to throw.
It's Miller, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. He's able to find Miller. Touchdown, Falcons. Scotty Miller, 38 yards. And the Falcons are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara,
31 yards.
and the Saints continue to pour it on here in the fourth. The York on now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
51, Falcons 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And their four-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to throw, Ritter.
And now here's another interception. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. Kamara up the middle. And he's brought down. 157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Saints have widened the gap now to 50 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That one deep for London. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Ritter. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Set, hut, 12, 10.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for New Orleans, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.